Hi everyone, your Midwest mom is here. So, I have been doing a little bit of traveling, and as you know, I'm in the Midwest. So, those who are not able to get into the parks, well, I was coming in and out of the Orlando airport, and I picked up some items from both the Universal and hold on. Yep, Universal and the Disney park store that's inside the airport. So I'm going to show you what I actually picked up. And if you're going through and can't get into the parks, well, here's some options for you. So stay tuned. Okay, so like I stated, I fly here and there, and there are times where, oh, and you can probably hear it goes, probably the mailman is here. But there's times I can't get to the parks, or you have a layover and you have a little time within the Orlando airport, which is fairly large. And in each corner, you have Disney, you have SeaWorld, and then you have Universal. So I picked up a couple of things. So if anything that you do like, certainly do not hesitate to if I can find the links of them that are at the Disney shops or at Universal, I'll put the links below. But here's a couple of things that I discovered along the way. So from Universal, the 2023 collector's wand released this month, and I just so happened to go through the airport at the time that it was released. Now, if you have a husband like me, he just knows I'm going to stop and look and see what's in there. And I'm very happy that I did, because this was there. So come on. Like any wand, it's always going to come with its map, which Danielle loves. And if you go into Nocturne, the map glows. So that is an extra part for her. Now, this year, the silks, or the covering, is gray or silver, and inside, there she is. So I'm going to open her up for you. Inside is a cushion that's been wrapped around with a little bit of velvet, a little bit of cushion in there. And very top has a little bit of gold standing, and it does bleed into the actual portion. When I first saw it from a distance, it looked like a couple of wands blended together, and we'll talk about that in a few moments. So with a gold, and remember, it is plastic, so please be careful with it. Do not bend it, because this one looks a little more fragile than the other ones that have come out. Of course, they already have the interactive of it. So this one, if you so choose, you can do all of the spells on at the locations, but I personally do not bring these just in case it breaks or whatnot. Now, majority is black and is very light, so I'm going to find a way to actually display this with all of my other ones that are that I've collected, and they're on a shelf. Now, when I first saw it from a distance, I thought it had a little bit of Professor's McGonagall's, because it had a little tip at the end from a distance. So I thought, oh, maybe it's hers. But as I looked, it has more of a Queenie vibe to it, because it has this look of mother of pearl on it. So I thought it had such a feminine, delicate look to it, so I picked it up. Again, normally the boxes come in various colors, but I did enjoy that this one came in a pearl white to go along with how delicate and feminine the wand looked like. Because previously, if you've picked up a collector, it's been a auburn red, a burnt orange, these dark colors. So it's nice to see this one. So, and if you so happen to collect them, how are you displaying them? Because I do see the stand, so I might just pick up some of those. But if you have more than one, that is a little bit of a hassle to have to do that. Who else is in here? Ah. And then I picked up the pen that was out, and they were doing a collection of an updated of all the houses that were more 3D equivalent, more embossed. So I actually liked what they did for Gryffindor. I would show you the one for Slytherin, but I already have it on my bag, and that one is very gorgeous. I'll probably put in a photo of how it looks. So there wasn't a lot of things at Universal that either I did not have already, or there wasn't a lot of new things. So that's the one downer. If you're trying to get to Universal but you can't get there, you know, it's not gonna have a lot of stuff. So if you can get to the entrance of Universal, there are big stores so that you can hit that and come back to the airport if you have a layover. But for Disney, kind of got a lot of stuff. So let's get into it. Okay. So I did a combination. First, you don't need to see the receipt, just like my husband doesn't need to see the receipt. They had some pens available, and this one was a wood of all of the princesses. Fairly large jumbo pen. And if I can get it, just see if my camera now, the new one. All of the lovely ladies are there. I thought it was very pretty. I am a huge Tim Burton fanatic, and Sally is my favorite outside of Maleficent. And I thought that was a great depiction of her, and it came out last week that they were saying it was in the open edition, and I grabbed it. So they just put it on the shelf, and it says Nightmares Come True. And look at there. You can see all the detail of her face and how happy she is. I enjoyed it. Next up, so the Family Pen Edition, I did see this online, and it was for the Moana. But online, it did not give it as much credit as what it looks like face to face. The amount of detail, the way the light hits it, and it's a 2-pen. And personally, I would have liked it. It was a pen on pen, but let me get in closer. Come on, adjust. There you go. So you see how it glimmers just a little bit. They give hey, hey, pig, the coconuts, and then you got a little bit of Maui on the side. But the VT just looks beautiful dead center. So I actually, I'm happy that I saw it in person, because I know if I just looked online, I probably wouldn't have wanted it. So always keep your eyes open to something that you might have said no to, but then look at it in person. You might change your mind. So here was one of the 100s that had Steamboat. And it is a pen on pen. It was one of the limited releases that came out that day, and I was able to grab it. I know it's very, and just make sure you guys can see it, because I couldn't get it to turn when I first got it. So make sure you're fiddling with it just a little bit and the steering wheel turns. And then, so I have the one they did for Tink. And when I was there, I saw they had one with Olaf. So I have a fantastic friend that I know is going to be all over this and want it. So she's probably seeing this video and going, as for me, it is. So I did enjoy how that one looks, and the enamel on the side just has that cuteness factor of it. So that's what I got for pens. Now, I did have to go to Disney Springs. I know I'm cheating a little bit in this video because as I was hitting the airport, Instagram, lovely Instagram, gave me a ping that said that Rebecca Hook had released jewelry for the 100th, and it was both a bracelet and a necklace, and it was a locket. I wanted the locket. Look how pretty that is. So I am going to take this out because my goal is put a picture of myself, well, my family, when we went to Disney, and then actually put it inside the locket. I thought it was just beautiful, and it would be a great way. Come on. And toodles. That's what happens when your nails get a little bit longer. And get that hook. Come here. There you go. So, there we go. So, beautiful locket. And what, and I'm getting a little bit of the wand felt on me. So, with Hook, she did this beautiful reflection of the castle, Cinderella Castle. And on the back, has a little bit of gems on the side. And come on, focus for me. There you go. There you go. You can see right there at the bottom, you have a little Mickey right there. So I thought it was beautiful. And if you have your DVC and other discounts, it was a viable option for me to be able to grab it. So I grabbed it. Okay, now we can get right back into what did I get? You don't have to worry about the turkey. Everybody else travel and then they find out they have a snack. So I have like snacks in here from when I traveled. Sorry. Okay. Everyone knows I'm a snitch fanatic. Stitch everywhere. And this little fella from Brittle was available. And they had a few statues available, and I was so concerned on whether or not it was going to break. So I grabbed this one compared to the larger one. Look at you. Aren't you pretty, Joe? Oh, and because I'm talking like that, Ghost is like, what, Mom? Look at you. All of the joy and solemn and just look at that. That's going to be so pretty on my desk. I can't wait. And it was nice and small, and it fit in my bag, and I was able to fly with it without any issues. So, isn't he adorable? I can sit and look at this one all day. Look at you. And there were other ones that were available from princesses, from there's a few Mickey and Minnie's, and they had Snow White and a few others, but they were so huge, I just could not guarantee that it was gonna ship well. So I might look for it online and then have it shipped. So stay tuned for that. Now, there were a few pens available in the Disney store. There's not a lot. That's the one downfall about the Disney store at the airport compared to if you have a longer delay or overlay, head to Disney Springs, because a few of these I did get from there. But this I did get from the airport. So I did not get the 2023 turn pen, and I've been collecting those since we went to the airport, not the airport, I'm sorry, Disney at the first time. So it does a number of movements, but it has been my enjoyment having these and then putting them against my pen board. Granted, a lot of people will tell you if you are a collector, this isn't always the best for retaining value or anything, because with a number on it, unless it was a big year, but I enjoy these for myself. I did pick up this one because I thought it was so cute. So you have Donald and Goofy. I know Danielle wanted this, so I can't wait to show her when I know for a fact she'll come down here and play and she'll grab it. Like anything else in here, she'll end up grabbing it. So I'm going to put it in here and just place it, and I know she's going to grab it. But it's right in front of a statue of Walt and Mickey, and then it's a little bit of the castle right in the background. So I know she would appreciate this one. You know, it is being a mom. No matter where I go, there's always going to be something for her. And this one is for me. I thought this was just beautiful. Has almost like a brassing to go with the up house and all of those little balloons. Okay. Just playing with it just makes me smile. I do have to make sure I put this in a spot that Ghost does not want to play with it. But if you have a cat or whatnot, I would be concerned about the placement of it, because this, I know my Spunky, R.I.P., would have been fiddling with that, and then I would have a missing balloon somewhere. Okay, clothing. The anniversary was still in the front marquee right when you walked in, and as I was looking at this jersey, and I don't know about you, but I'm typically I normally get a small in jerseys, because typically the extra small sells out all the time. So I settle with a small, but then it's so big and it is bulky. So for once, an extra small of the celebration was available. So I was able to grab it, and I thought all of the details were beautiful for this, and it had so many different colors that, if you can tell, it will bounce off my tan fairly well now that we are in summer. Since I had this, it completed the set that I had, because while I had a different package that arrived when I got home, all of the platinum earpiece, and it would be interesting to see how the ears look against my hair and get it in there. If you can tell, I tried something new. So you have the 100 that has the platinum right on it, and I enjoyed how the hardware looked on it. I hope they're not continuing to do this. I get for a hanging, but if you're going to mail it, please remove this for me, please. But I do enjoy that moving forward. All of the other details, paperwork is now shortened. So let's see how this looks against my hair. Oh, I like that. Oh, I should have started with this. Hold on, let me see if I can get my camera to back up more. Oh yeah. So it actually looks good and it feels comfortable with the hair. So, you know, I have the ears. I had to get it. So. It's all together. And there's your ASMR for today, people. So, I do enjoy how if you can see, it's almost like a glittering behind the metal plate for Loungefly. Beautiful bag, nice stance. It is plastic, but I do like the iridescent of it. So I will be mindful of where I place it down to make sure this does not get scratched. I do like the hardware, all with the silver tone on it. Now this one that was sent to me has a lot of goofy up top, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at all, but I do love, I have more kisses of Tink all throughout. So that's a win-win for me. Inside, it's the same. So take you out, and I take you out, and inside. Yep, and again, I have more kisses of Tink all throughout. All along, great bag. I'll put it up with the rest for the collector item. I'll put all the stuff back in and maintain its shape. All in all, it was great to be able to see a different spectrum of overlay or delay at the airport, what to do, how to occupy your time. Now, I'm not telling you to spend extra money while you're at the airport, but I will say, if you're like me and can't is a ugly word, but we have all lost our Disney store, and I am close to the Mall of America. So that was my safe haven of being able to get in, see the magic, see what's new, get my pens, have Danielle go through and find her princess and whatnot. But now we can't. And we do not have an outlet mall for Disney. We do not have options. And slowly but surely, Target is bringing in Disney into our area. So I'm hoping that will bring more magic to us. But in the meantime, if I'm traveling for work, if I'm traveling to be with other individuals, that is my option sometimes to do a run through to those stores and pop out. And it does alleviate a little bit of is there something new, or did I miss something, or I can see something up close than relying online. So I hope it gave you a little perspective of what else is out there or what else you can do when you're so far away. But comment below, what do you do to get to an outlet? Do you just rely on a personal shopper to give you that magic? Or you're like me, and when you can get in or fit in, that's when it happens. So I hope there's a few of these things that you said, okay, well, now I like it, so I'm going to go grab it. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed a little bit of what has transpired here in our crazy home. Summer is peeking at us. Everything's melted and we see a lot of green, but sinuses. So protect yourself from the mosquitoes. You have Memorial Day this weekend. If you have individuals to commemorate, light a candle for them, go see them. As a veteran, I will be at Fort Snelling to show respect, but enjoy the time with your family. I will be seeing you again. And in the meantime, we are each other's friends and families. And if I'm your mom, have some water, enjoy outside. But in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys again. So, you know that 1, 2, 3. Bye.